Brooke and Hearn are on life support. Will they be touched by an angel? Or will Mbop pull the plug on their org lives? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. It's day 75 in the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Steven is the head of household in a double eviction week. He nominated Brooke, Corey, Hearn, and Rhonda for eviction, and Steven won the Topaz Power Veto in the Big Brother King of the Castle Topaz Power Veto competition and chose to use it to save Corey, which means in just moments, two of Brooke, Hearn, and or Rhonda will be evicted and become the fourth and fifth members of the jury, joining Kately, Jonah, and Andrew. Who will it be? We'll find out shortly. But first, some hockey news, since this season is hockey themed, and other than the twists and some early competitions, there hasn't really been a lot of hockey chat in the last few weeks. Former Tampa Bay Lightning goalie Ben Bishop, who is hot as fuck and is the reason the Tampa Bay Lightning made it to the third round and once the Stanley Cup playoffs in I think it was either 2014, 15, or 16. Those were the seasons that they went really deep. No pun intended. He is going to announce his retirement allegedly on Tuesday. He's been off for the last 14 months with a regenerative knee injury, a torn meniscus. And as somebody who drives a bus and who has knee pain from gas break for 8 hours, I know what knee pain is like. So I feel for him. He's had surgeries, he's had rehab, and he's calling it quits. But he had, even though he's only 35, which is old anyway for the NHL, he had a fantastic career. He is an amazing goalie. Imagine, you're 6'7", so goalies have to be like on their knees, kneeling down for pretty much the whole game, like a catcher in baseball. That's, for someone who's 6'7", that's tough. So I feel for the guy. He's probably not watching this. I mean, there's 3 people that watch this, but in case Ben Bishop is ever watching, you are hot as fuck, and yeah. Okay, now let's not waste any time since it's already late in the day when this is airing. Let's get to the live eviction. We know what's coming. Brooke, Hearn, Rhonda, your house guests and the alumni have cast their votes to evict, and for the first time in Big Brother Cheesecake 6, we have a tie. 1 vote to evict Brooke, 1 vote to evict Hearn, and 1 vote to evict Rhonda. Steven, as head of household, you must break the tie and evict not 1, but 2 house guests. Please stand in front of your house guests and do so. First person I'm evicting, as I've hopefully enjoyed their antics this season, and they're someone I genuinely do not think got respect that they deserved. I'm glad we got to collaborate on getting Andrew out, which I will credit him with approaching and will make anything happen, but unfortunately his wheeling and dealing was predated by something that compelled me more. The second person, so that first person, well, we'll get to it after. The second person I'm evicting, they fought to stay this round, whether it was in challenges, competitions, or even hustling to talk to myself, Karen, and Rhonda. They're the definition of a fighter, and it didn't go unnoticed. Had this been a single eviction, they'd still be fighting their way through the game next round. They've openly stated that she's studying extensively for the end game, which poses a threat to me, and in the end, evicting this person closes the chapter on the Save Her storyline, which ultimately changed the course of this game for the 4 remaining. The last thing I want to be read is, you have so many relationships in this life, only 1 or 2 will last. You go through all the pain and strife, then you turn your back and they're gone so fast. Oh yeah, and they're gone so fast. Yeah, so hold on to the ones who really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there, and when you get old and start losing your hair, tell me who who will still care? Can you tell me who will still care? Oh, care. Mbop doobadop bop doom bop mbadop bop ndop mbadop bop doom. Yeah, oh yeah. Mbop doobadop bop ndop mbadop bop ndop mbadop bop doom. Oh yeah, and then mbop, they're gone. Yeah, yeah. And with that, I vote to evict Brooke and Hearn. Brooke, Hearn, it's me, Donnie Cherry, good Canadian boy. Holy crap, look at all the beach balls you let in. There's gotta be like 30 beach balls in there. Oh my god, you're eliminated from the playoffs. Brooke, Hearn. Got about 15 minutes to say your goodbyes before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Thanks for playing. Better luck next time. I kind of alluded to this in yesterday's episode. And first of all, Steven, you said I had to read your thing, not sing it, so bazinga. But it's actually harder to read song lyrics than it is to sing them because you naturally want to sing them. But I sang a bit of it yesterday, so I don't know what you were hoping for there. But anyway, there was a once the veto was done, there was a 0.0000001% chance that either of you was staying. You both fought, tooth and nail. Neither of you laid down. I'm so impressed with that. You made it to 5th and 6th place, and I will reveal on Extra Whip which one of you is 6th and which is 5th. I'm so impressed with both of you the whole season long. Brooke, obviously, the turning point for you was when you evicted Jit instead of Steven. We all know that. And Hearn, I would say early on, week 1 and 2, Karen really, really in her DRs liked you and wanted to work with you. And I guess from what she told me, because you and I didn't talk too much, my mental health issues early on, I just wasn't talking to everybody, but from what she told me, you just weren't as actively speaking to her as you were with others, and your close tight bond, your tit bond, where you had like nipple rings on and you were dancing like, your tit bond faded, and she just started working towards other people. So maybe that was your mistake, that you were so close to Karen, kind of the way Amethyst was close to Karen and you let her go. So in the end, Karen ended up with Steven on the front of the Titanic doing the My Heart Will Go On thing. Well, that doesn't make any sense because their ship hasn't sank yet. Oh well. Yeah, but I am so impressed with both of you. Thank you so much for playing. Yeah, I love you both, and like nothing but respect for your games. It was really, you made it to day 75 out of 85, so incredible. Well done. Okay, now it's time to get to the next live eviction. No, I'm tired. The next head of household competition. Free from the threat of eviction, the head of household wins the perks of his or her private HOH bedroom bathroom, fruit basket with Arby's, and the responsibility of nominating 2 of their fellow house guests for eviction. This week's head of household competition is called Big Brother Quidditch. And here's how it works. Quidditch was a head of household competition in last season All-Stars, won by Brazil, that was very, very controversial. I'll admit I made some mistakes, but some of the house guests acted very poorly, and it led to a huge brouhaha where in the end, in the jury roundtable, people called other people the C word, and words were exchanged. I got a nasty letter from one of the house guests, and which that person still has not apologized for, but I'm not bitter. And yeah, so it was a disaster. But when I have a competition that doesn't go well, Scrabble, Total Recall in Season 4, I always aim to bring it back the next season, fix the mistakes I made, and redeem myself. And so that's exactly what I'm doing in this with this competition. So I'm and Scrabble and Total Recall were redeemed in All Stars. So very simply put, there are 11 touchy subjects. The 10 you filled out, and the 11th is which house guest received the fewest votes overall. I will ask one of the questions. That means one of these questions is the snitch. I will ask the questions one at a time. If I ask a question, that means it's not the snitch. You must answer with who you think was the response that the house guest gave overall. If you are the first to give a correct answer, you get 10 points. If at any point you wish to die for the snitch, you must put "it's a bird," "it's a plane," "it's the snitch" in the group chat, and you may take a guess at what you think the snitch is. The more questions that are asked, the better your odds of getting it right. If you get it right, you get 50 points and the competition ends, and whoever has the most points, likely the person that caught the snitch, will win. If you're wrong, you become a beater, where every question, anybody who gets a question wrong, the person who is the beater must bludgeon them with, and make them lose 10 points. That's it. So once the snitch is caught, or we run out of questions, whoever has the most amount of points will win. Okay, is everybody ready? Let's get to the results. I'm rushing because Extra Whip has to be filmed. We're starting Extra Whip in about 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Who did the house guests not want babysitting their children? Rhonda. Yeah, I'm not going to do the voices because I don't have the time. So Corey says Rhonda, incorrect. Karen says Steven. Rhonda says Zach. The correct answer is Steven. Karen gets 10 points. Karen 10, Corey 0, Rhonda 0. Question 2. Who do the house guests most want to go out with on a Saturday night? Karen says Andrew. Rhonda, Andrew. Corey says Hearn. I say, try again. Rhonda says Zach. Karen says Karen. Corey says Corey. I say, try again. Then they all say Jonah. Karen is first, and the correct answer is Jonah, which I think Jonah won that because it was all the Just Us people plus her that put that, yeah. So Karen 20, Corey and Rhonda 0. Question 3. Rhonda says, apparently we don't think so. Who do the house guests most want to go on the Amazing Race with? Rhonda says Karen. Corey says Karen. Karen says Rhonda. The correct answer is Rhonda. Karen 30, Corey and Rhonda 0. God damn it! Jesus! Corey, you voted for her. I know, but I'm one person. Yeah, but he would be the only one, I thought. I love Rhonda. I would so go on the Amazing Race with you. Question 4. Who did the house guests vote that they think they're playing the best game? Rhonda, Jonah. Corey says Karen. Karen says Jonah. The correct answer is Jonah. Karen 30, Rhonda 10, Corey 0. Question 5. Who did the house guests vote is the smartest? Karen says Karen. Rhonda says Steven. Corey says Steven. The correct answer is Steven. Rhonda's the first to get it right. Karen 30, Rhonda 20, Corey 0. Question 6. Who did the house guests say is actually running the game? You all say Karen. Karen is the first to get it right. That one is a gimme. And that means Karen 40, Rhonda 20, Corey 0. Hey, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's the snitch. So Corey tries to die for the snitch. Good strategy. Corey has 0, Karen has 40. The snitch is worth 50 and ends the game. That's the right move to make. So I say, what do you think the snitch is? Corey says, who do the house guests think is most attractive? That is incorrect. Corey is eliminated and becomes a beater, much like Curtis, who didn't do a great job with it. Just kidding. That's when the whole shit started, when Curtis was like complaining about the beater and like taking forever to make decisions, and then Chantal got pissed. That's how it started. But anyway. Question 7. Who do the house guests think is the most attractive? Karen says Hearn. Rhonda says Andrew. The correct answer is Hearn. Which means Karen gets it right, so Corey has to bludgeon Rhonda because she's the only one that got it wrong. Karen 50, Rhonda 10. Question number 8. Who received the least amount of votes overall? Rhonda says Jit. Karen says Brooke. The correct answer is Brooke. Kaylee put Brooke twice, and nobody else put Brooke at all. So Corey must bludger Rhonda. So Rhonda goes down to 0. Karen has 60. Next question, which means Rhonda's got to get it right, and then that way Karen can get bludgeoned. Who did the house guest say is most likely to lend you money? Rhonda says Karen. Karen says Rhonda. The correct answer is Rhonda. which means Karen goes up to 70, Rhonda's at 0. Rhonda tries to catch the snitch, but it won't matter. She would have had it wrong anyway, which means Karen, congratulations, you are the new head of household. And you have until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, basically now, to privately message me your 2 nominees and the reason why. So, tomorrow is Extra Whip with Brazil, Nicole, Brooke, and Hearn, where they will dish the dirt and we will find out who Karen nominated for Eviction. That's tomorrow. Tuesday is the results to the Silver Power of Veto competition. Wednesday is a Silver Power Veto ceremony. And Thursday is the next live eviction and part 1 of the 3-part Head of Household competition, where we will learn the identities of the final 3. I'm Andrew Chefsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, Ben Bishop is hot as fuck. Good night.